Hey guys, it's Nina, and today I'm going to talk about why I read. Now, this is kind of a dumb question, you might think, but a lot of people don't understand reading. Some people are just like, I don't read, that's boring, that's homework. You know, a lot of people don't enjoy reading, and they find it very fascinating to know why other readers read. I personally love reading. I've always loved reading. I was a bookworm since I was little. I had a few stumps here and there where I went out of reading for a couple years and I wasn't really into it, but then I went back and I was like, oh yeah, this is why I loved it, you know? So I'm here to share those reasons why. So the first reason I love reading and why I read is because it's fun. I find it very exciting. That is probably what you're gonna hear from most readers, is that they read it because they find it fun. It's thrilling, it's adventurous, it can be a lot of things, and I love fun reads. I like funny, cutesy, romantic reads. They're always a good thing for me to turn to. Reason number 2 is adventure. I don't really like to leave my house. I'm an introvert. I find it very hard to be around other people sometimes. And so when I want to go on adventures, I can't go on road trips and go travel the world. I don't have the money, I don't have the time, and I don't have a car or a license or anything like that. So it's very hard for me to be adventurous. And through books, I can be adventurous. I read other people's adventures, and it gives me that thrill of actually being on that adventure when I'm really just at home in bed. Number 3 is knowledge. I love gaining knowledge, and if you're like me, you can learn a lot from books and the types of books you read. I believe that you can learn something from every single book, whether it be a cutesy romantic book or a fantasy book or an actual like non-fiction book or autobiography or something. I think you can learn something from every book. And knowledge is something I love to gain. It's something that I strive for. I love to learn. I love random facts about things. And I can find something in every book that I'm like, oh, I never knew that, or oh, that's a new way to look at something. And I love that. And I think the way to gain knowledge is really through reading. And whether that be online reading or reading a physical book, that's something that is very appealing to me. It's a huge reason why I love to read, is to learn. Really, you can learn very simple things from books, whether it be a new word that you never knew before or like didn't understand the meaning to, but when it was used in that sentence in that book, you understood what it actually meant, or whether it be a really big concept of life that you never really thought of or never really delved into. My next reason is to analyze and give feedback. I love to read a book and really delve into it and tear apart like the plot and the characters, really think about it. Symbolism is used in a lot of books, especially classic books that you have to read in school. I'm sure that a lot of people hated doing this. I also hated doing this when you were assigned a book in school and had to tear apart everything. I had a teacher who, as we went through the book, we had to read so many chapters every day. And as we read those chapters, we had to take notes on every single thing. Like every page you had to have like 3 notes on. And it really took away from the experience of reading for me, and it made it more into a chore. But when it's executed correctly and you can tear apart a plot and learn the meaning behind a book, it can really be helpful to you and have hidden meaning to you. A lot of times I don't like to tear apart a book in that way. I like to just read the story and have a fun story without delving in deeper. But I like to go more into the character and tear apart the character and see their growth and everything. I don't necessarily like the symbolism of things though. But I'm sure many other people do, and you know, authors have their reasons for doing that, and they're trying to portray a message. Some books that I'm thinking of, or my favorite classics, are from George Orwell. Animal Farm and 1984 both have a huge symbolism with them, and they were my favorite classics in school, and I didn't mind delving into their symbolism. But other books, I had a hard time dealing with symbolism and all that. One of the books that comes to mind is Lord of the Flies. When I had to read that and had to tear that apart for school, it kind of annoyed me. I really actually enjoyed the story, but I didn't like tearing apart the symbolism of it all, so that was a challenge for me. Yeah. But also, adding on to that, I like to give feedback. I love writing reviews. I love to kind of relate to other readers and have a conversation with them. Oh, I like this part of the book. Oh, I didn't like this part. Oh, this character wasn't enough for me. Oh, this character lacks something. Oh, this character was very inspiring, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. I love doing that. Next, kind of relates to that, my fifth reason is to have more friends. That might sound dumb, but I love reading and making booktube videos and gaining bookworm friends. I don't personally have a lot of friends who love to read, or who love to read in the way that I love to read. Like, they read and they're a reader, but they read very seldom and not often enough that they can't relate to when I read, because I read such a large amount, or we don't read the same books, so we can't connect on the same level. But when you go to a site like Goodreads and you find somebody who's read that same book and you guys can have a conversation and become friendly with each other, that is something I love to do. I love giving and receiving feedback on my personal reviews or the reviews of others, and, you know, kind of read through other people's thought processes when they were reading that. Alright, that's all I have for today. But I'm sure I can give you more reasons of why I love to read. So if you liked this video, let me know down below. Comment, share. I love having all of that with you guys. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Yes, I'm pleading for followers. But I love having you guys watch my videos. I love making them for you. So I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!